Hey everyone, welcome back to Natima's TV, part two of my heart transplant story. So for today, I just want to, express and, say thank you to everyone who was there, even before I had my heart transplant, even after I had my heart transplant, everyone who was praying for me, had faith in me, from during that time, it was a scary moment, but I can truly say that I am blessed and fortunate. You don't really go through those things alone. It's really, really difficult, but it's always important to have, a support system around you, especially when you're going through a heart transplant or any kind of procedure that you're going to. A couple of people that I would definitely love to thank is, most importantly, would be God. God would be number one. God is first. Without him, I really don't know where I would be. He's been with me from the start up until now. So he's been so amazing, and I can truly say that I love him with all of my heart. I would also, love to thank my mom, who has been there for me since day one. She's my rock. She is my heart, my everything. She was that ground system. Whenever I needed someone to cry, someone to talk to, just having someone there to express my feelings. My mom was always there. Just want to be able to, say thank you, mom. Thank you for being my mom. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have you, in my life, and even up until now. Also giving a thanks to, my dad. I don't know also where I'll be without him. He used to always just tell me, hold on to faith. And, I can truly say that I have, I'm blessed with, parents who love me and who was able to, stand with me, be with me, guide me each and every single way as I go. So thank you to my parents. I love you guys so, so, so much. Also, I want to thank my best friend. She's not just, my sister, but I want to give a special thanks to my sister. Her name is Lisa. She, when she came into this world, she literally brought light into my life. She's like the joy of my life. I was a single child, when I was younger, but having a sibling, especially a younger sister, it made everything it put everything in a different perspective for me. Not only to be, a role model, but, to show her, that, holding on to faith. And I just wanted to say, thank you for that. She gave me a lot of courage. She taught me how to smile more. She put so much joy into my heart. She was so little, but that little smile that she did for me, it just made my heart bloom each and every single day. It was so hard for me to, to see my sister because, she was so young and I was always in the hospital. And, there were times when she would cry and she would be so sad. She was like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. And I used to always tell her, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. So I had to reassure her that everything's okay now. And it is, because now we're home every single day, and I'm able to see her every single day. Another person that I would love to thank, most importantly, is my grandmother, and my great grandmother. These two individuals, are what I can call an example of truth and an example of faith. My grandmother, OMG, when I was in the hospital at Brookdale at the time, she would bring me my favorite. This is like a Caribbean dish. It's called callaloo, and she would bring it with crab. And the nurses in the hospital, they're like, what smells so good? And my grandmother would explain to them, this is my granddaughter's, favorite dish. So I wanted to bring it to her. So when she would bring that thing for me, oh my gosh. Testimony. It's such a blessing. So I just want to thank my grandmother, my great grandmother, who I call my sugar mama. I love her. She is someone who will always be a role model to me, no matter what. She was always that type of person to always allow me to go deep in prayer and to hold on to faith, and always, keep telling me that God is able and God is able and God is going to do miracles. And she kept pressing me about that, and I'm really, really happy, that she did. So thank you, Sugar Mama, and thank you to my grandmother. I love both of you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Also, to my aunts, everyone, my close family members. Thank you guys so much for your prayers from the time that I was born, when I was sick and in the hospital. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. My Uncle Donovan, best uncle in the world, who I love to death, his family, my aunt, his beautiful kids. Thank you guys for your prayers, for your courage, for your faith, and thank you guys most importantly, for being there that night, for reassuring me that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine and you're going to pull through. Thank you guys for that. Another individual that I would definitely love to give thanks to would be Dr. Duper. Dr. Duper was my cardiologist at Brookdale Hospital, and that woman is an angel walking on earth. She's a miracle walker. She's the one who, discovered about my hole in my original heart. And she's the one who allowed me to get this miracle. She made this miracle happen. And I really wouldn't be here without her help. And I most definitely wouldn't be here without the staff of Brookdale. So thank you to Dr. Duper. Thank you to Shirley, who I love dearly, who's like a mom to me. Thank you guys so much. And everyone, Julie, everyone that's there. I honestly don't know where I would be without all these individuals. My nurses, Ms. Vincent, Ms. Jarrett. These are the individuals. This is my family. This is my family. And I can truly say that I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to have that support system. Because not many children who go through these things have a support system. And I can truly say that I'm blessed and fortunate. Another individual who I would love to thank from the bottom of my heart is my godmother, Mary Boldoff. I love her so much. So much. Before I even had my heart transplant, and when I was admitted into Brookdale at the time, I wouldn't allow nobody, and I mean nobody, to touch my PICC line whatsoever. She would have to be the only one because she knew my body. She was the pediatric intensive care doctor there, so she knew what was going on, and she understood. And people, they, everybody in ICU, they loved her. But what I loved about her was just that she never quit. Especially when it came to her patients, she never quit. So she always had a place in my heart, and she will continue to have it. So I love you, Dr. Balda, from the bottom of my heart. And you don't know how much of an impact you made on my life. Thank you so much. And your family is such a blessing. Thank you guys for praying for me. Thank you for being there that night, that night when we got the call. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being that support system. All of these individuals that I'm saying, they were there. They prayed. They stood with me. They waited. We all waited together. Every day, when Dr. Duper would come into the ICU of Brookdale, I would ask her, and I'm just like, would they call? Did they call? Did they call yet? Did the transplant team call? and she would say no, and she would say no, but she wouldn't see fear in my eyes. She wouldn't see fear because she knew that I had faith. She knew that I had faith in me. So, I remember when we had like this concert for me. It was a concert, and it was Dr. Duper, and her family came out, and it's such a blessing to know that you have you that she wasn't just my doctor. She was also like a mom to me. So a doctor who's putting everything on the line for you is truly a blessing. It is truly, truly a blessing. And to Dr. Baldoff, to Dr. Duper, to Shirley, everyone, most definitely Dr. Adonisio. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to live my dreams, allowing me to become the woman that I am today. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy journey. It was such a roller coaster. We had so much tears, but we also had so much joy. And every day you guys saw a new progress in me, a new progress every single day. But it's been amazing. It's been one amazing journey. If I had to do it all over again, I would, because it taught me to be bold. It taught me to have faith. It taught me to be encouraged. But most importantly, it taught me to be a survivor. Definitely, I can call myself a survivor. And that's something that I know that God has placed into my spirit. And, like I said, without God, I really wouldn't be the person that I am. And I wouldn't even have met half of these individuals if it wasn't for God. So He does everything accordingly and on His time, not on mine. But yeah, you have to have a support system. A support system going through any operation, anything. You have to make sure that you have that support system, because it's not going to be an easy road, and I can truly say that, Brookdale and my family, and also with Columbia, I had that support system, and I'm so blessed and so happy to stand here and say that I can finally have the dreams that I've always wanted. One being going back to school. I came out of school when I was 6 years old. I never went back till I was like 11 years old. That heart transplant and the support system that I got with that heart transplant has allowed me to live the dream that I've always wanted. And to God be the glory that I'm able to celebrate it with the people that I love. So if anyone is going through any type of procedure whatsoever, I'm here to tell you that, like I said again, you're not alone. You're nowhere near alone. God is with you all of the way. There's no question about that. Just keep holding on to faith. Just keep holding on to favor. Just keep praying and watch Him do miracles. Watch Him do amazing miracles. And even going through my heart transplant, I met some amazing people. I really, really met some amazing people. I was actually able to meet some superstars. One being Shaggy, who I love. He's a reggae artist. And I remember, waiting for my heart transplant at the time. And the hospital phone had rang. And I'm just like, hello? And he's like, hi, is this Natima? And I'm like, yes, who's calling? And he's like, oh, this is Shaggy. And I'm like, you get that starstruck moment. And I'm just like, okay. He's like, hi, how are you? And the conversation just went on. So he came to see me after my heart transplant. And boy, was I starstruck. And to Shaggy, I just want to say that I love you. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true, because I've been listening to Shaggy since I was a little girl. So to listen to his songs, to watch his videos, and then to meet him, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Thank you for that, for allowing me to have that experience, and to be able to, meet you. But not only that, because of that too, I was actually able to meet another superstar, which is Sean Paul. And oh man, Shaggy and Sean Paul, I was raised with all of them. I know all their songs, every single one of them. There's too much going now, Mr. Bombastic, keep burning up. It's a lot. I know a lot of songs. I know a lot of their videos. I've been listening to them since I was a little girl. So to me, Shaggy, when I met Sean Paul, OMG, I thought I was in a fairy tale. Meeting Sean Paul it's always been a dream of mine, but I never thought the dream would become a reality. So that's something kind of like put different in perspectives and stuff. So, but thank you to Shaggy and Sean, not only just for taking your time out of your schedule, but for taking your time out of your schedule to come and meet, a girl like me. You guys didn't have to, but thank you guys for making that dream come through for me. It was truly a blessing. It was truly something that I will never forget, the experience that I'll never forget. And I just want to keep saying, God bless both of you. And thank you guys for allowing me to live my dream, as a little girl, up until now. Thank you, God, for your prayers. And thank you guys for, just accepting me for me. And, I hope that I was able to make also a beautiful impact on you guys as well. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for that indeed. I also met a couple of patients there when I was going through my transplant at the time. One of them being Tyler. So I was so quiet. I was always the shy person. So it was like when people would come in, they would be like, hi. But I was always a quiet person. But thank you, Tyler, and thank you for always, keeping me in your prayers, and thank you also for your family. We always keep one another in our prayers, so thank you guys for that as well, and I love you guys with all of my heart. So anyone that is out there who's going through, like I said, any type of procedure or anything, a support system is definitely worth it. They say, like, a family that prays together stays together. And I can truly say that I had that support system, from a kid all the way up till now. And if someone had to ask me, Fatima, if you had to go through this all over again, would you? And I would definitely say yes. Because of my support system, I was able to love. I was able to find out what the meaning of strength is, courage, honor, loyalty, strength, everything, favor, everything. And it's one of those things where you question yourself and you're like, is this not too much? Is it not too much? But then you have to turn around and you have to be like, you know what, God, I'm so thankful. Because once you have His love, everything else starts to act accordingly, you know? So don't be afraid. It's okay to be afraid, but don't be afraid. Once you have faith, that's all you need. And He will be able to bless you and help you through that time. Definitely. So, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Subscribe, like, leave any comments. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section, and I will definitely look at it. Until then, I'm signing off, and I will definitely keep putting more videos up. Thank you guys, and remember, hold on to faith no matter what.